All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we are going to be practicing our speaking as we go through a specific topic. The topic for the hour is parenting. So I've got about 20 different questions that we can go through, and we'll be answering these questions, sharing our own ideas, our own thoughts. Sharing our experiences, things like that. While we're going through this, okay, I'll be correcting your pronunciations, words, okay, how you're forming your sentences and things like that, so that we can so you can have immediate feedback on how you are answering these questions. Okay, very good. So let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Christian. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. And how are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you. Christian, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
From Colombia. Awesome. Good to have you here. And how about Fernanda? Hi, Fernanda. How are you?
Hi, Chad.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. And Fernanda, where are you from? Make sure to unmute your microphone, Fernanda. I can't hear you now.
I'm from Colombia, Chad.
From Colombia as well? Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, and let's see, Heidi. Heidi, welcome to class.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
I'm not from Colombia.
You are not from Colombia. All right, very good. Neither am I. Very good. All right, you guys. Well, welcome to class. Good to have you here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you so you guys can see the questions that I'm going to be asking. Okay, if you want to have the link, you can have that as well. It's not a big deal. Okay, there it is in the Verbling chat box. Hi there, Francisco. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. You?
Excellent. I'm doing great. Thank you. Francisco, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
From Colombia. And the picture, that building, what is that building? What's that picture of?
That is the capital in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
In Baton Rouge, Louisiana? Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I was in Louisiana many years ago. After Hurricane Katrina, they were still cleaning up there. But yeah, it's a great little town there. All right, very cool. Let's see here. We also have Tata. Hi, Tata. How are you? Tata, make sure to unmute your microphone. Nope. Oh, Heidi took off. Tata, your microphone is still muted. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and get rolling. I'm gonna make sure that I'm presenting this to everybody here. Okay. How about Wilson? Hi there, Wilson. How are you?
Hi. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, Wilson. Thank you. Wilson, where are you from?
I am from Colombia.
Colombia. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Good to have you here. Okay. And how about let's see, Tata? It looks like your microphone is working now. How are you, Tata? Nope, not so much. I can't hear you, Tata. How about Amparo? Amparo, how are you? All right, she's probably waiting for her microphone to come in, to come online. Okay, you guys. So this is the way this class works. I've got about 20 different questions. So this is the first grouping, and here is the second grouping. And I'll be going through and asking you guys these questions. We might do the same question for 2 or 3 people. Okay, getting different views and things like that. Our topic for the hour is parenting. Okay, so our topic is parenting, right? So this first one we are going to skip over, and we're going to go right to question number 2. Okay, right here. So we're going to start off with Wilson. Okay, so Wilson, the first question here is for you. It says, what do you think is the most important thing to remember about parenting?
To my parenting, but sorry, for me parenting, I don't know if I am right, but parenting is regarding to children.
Raising children. Yes, raising children.
Wow. Okay. Okay. About parenting, okay, I think the education is one of the more things about parenting.
Okay. Okay. So here, instead of saying one of the more things, okay, you would need to say what it is. So one of the most important things, okay, regarding parenting. All right. So education. I think parenting, or sorry, I think education is one of the most important things to remember about parenting. Okay. So we wouldn't say the most thing or anything like that. You would have to say what that is. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And why do you think education is the most important?
Because the way that you educate your children, in that way they are going to grow up, and then the legacy that you give to them, and they are going to receive that legacy.
Okay. All right. So it's a way to pass down things that you've learned to your children, kind of continue that legacy. All right. That's cool. All right, let's see here, Tata. Let's check your microphone. Is it working?
Okay.
There we are.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. How are you doing, Tata?
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Great. Tata, where are you from? Colombia?
I am from Colombia too.
Yes, I knew it.
Why? Why did you know?
why?
Right now we have Wilson, Tata, Francisco, Fernanda, and Christian, all from Colombia.
Wow.
Okay, it's a
So,
great student.
Yeah. So
Colombian group here.
it's a Colombian group, exactly.
Colombia presente.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so same question for you, Tata. What do you think is the most important thing to remember about parenting?
I think that the patient is the most important thing
Okay.
when I am a mother.
And that's going to be
Patient.
patience. Patience.
Patient. Okay.
Okay,
Patient.
patience. With an S sound at the end. Patience.
Patience.
There you go. Okay.
Patience. Okay.
All right. And why is patience one of the most important things to remember?
Because in each age of person, the behavior changes.
Changes.
Changes. For example, in when the person is a child, don't learn or don't
They don't.
follow. They
So when
don't
a person is a
follow
child,
instructions.
Okay, so you'd have to add that subject there again. So when a person is a child, they don't follow instructions. You cannot
Instructions.
say don't follow instructions. You have to say they don't.
They don't
Mhm.
follow
There you go.
instructions.
There you go. All right, good, good. Nice job,
And
Tata.
in the when the person is a teenager,
Mhm.
the mood is different in the day. Do you understand me? Is so difficult to understand how do they think in
How
this.
they think. You don't need do there. how they think. It's difficult to understand how they think.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
That's very true. All right, well, good. Thank you, Tata. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, and let's do one more person on this question. Heidi, okay, what is your opinion? What do you think is the most important thing to remember about parenting?
I think the most important thing for parenting is the affection.
Okay. Affection. And why do you think affection would be one of the most important things?
Parents need to discipline or scold sometimes their children.
Mm-hmm.
That all things should be from their based on their affection.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. Great answer. Thank you. Okay. All right. We're going to skip number 3. Okay, because I want you guys to talk, and I don't want you to just give me yes or no answers. And we're going to go to number 4. Let's try out Francisco. Francisco, what did you learn from your parents about parenting? Now, this can be good things and bad things.
I think one of the things that I learned from my parents was the values that they give me all my life, and some kind of like the independence that they gave me. I mean, I was able to do things by myself and be some kind of independent.
Okay, so independent we cannot use as a noun. Okay, we have to use independent as an adjective. So you can't say to be some kind of independent. You'd need to say to be some kind of an independent person.
Okay, right.
Okay, so it's different in English and Spanish because you can say that, for example, you can say el responsable or el culpable. Okay, but in English you cannot do that. You can't say the culpable or the responsible. Okay, you can't say that. So you have to say the one responsible. Okay, or the one that I can't remember the word in English for culpable right now. But the guilty one. Yeah, you can't say the guilty. You have to say the one that is guilty. Okay, so yeah, something like that. So the same thing with independent. Okay, you cannot use that as a noun. It has to be used as an adjective.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Fernanda. Fernanda, same question for you. What did you learn from your parents about parenting?
I learned about parenting from my parents. It's so important.
Okay, what was so important? Oh, respect. Okay, sorry. I thought you had already said it and I missed it.
Respect the different thoughts and people, because you have a way of think. So the people around you is totally different. It's I don't know. It's like that.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Nice job, Fernanda. All right. Let's see here. How about Christian? Christian, same question for you. What did you learn from your parents about parenting?
Well, the most important thing that I learned from my parents is that you have to listen to your
To your children.
to your children. They always have something important to say or something that bothers them. So I think listening to your children is really important to find about their problems and the things they like.
Good. Yeah, to be a listener, right? So open up your ears, listen to your children about what they have to say. All right, that's good. I like that. Cool. Nice job. And yes, remember that children is plural. Okay, we do not say children's. Okay, it does not need an S at the end. We cannot say child's. Okay, child is singular. Okay, to make it plural, we have to say children. Right?
Okay.
Okay, nice job, Christian. Okay, let's see here. Amparo? Okay. Hi, Amparo, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. Okay, so Amparo, same question for you. What did you learn from your parents about parenting?
We have to be respectful with the opinions of the rest of people, and that you have to spend the money that you have, not try to spend more than you have. What more? Yes, you always try to be honest, and that's the most important things.
Those are the most important things. Okay, good. Good. All right. Nice job. Now, when you're talking about the money, okay? So you said you have to spend the money that you have and not spend more money than you have. Okay. So instead of spend the money that you have, you need to spend less, okay, less than what you make, okay? Or don't spend more money than you make. That's what your point is, right? To not go into debt.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good. That's what you're referring to. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back to the top here to Wilson, and we are going to skip over number 5. That is a yes or no question, and we are going to go to number 6. Now, Wilson, why do you think that things go wrong with some parents? Why do you think that happens sometimes?
I think some things go wrong with the parents when there is no confidence. I mean, there is no trust. There is no respect. There is no a good way to say the things.
Okay, what do you mean a good way to say the things?
I mean, how to say, to maybe punished, to punish.
Okay, to punish. There isn't a good way to punish someone. Maybe the punishment was too harsh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. Any other reasons or ideas?
What else could be? When there is a lack of efficient affecto. I forgot.
Okay. So what is that? Say that one more time. I didn't quite get that.
Lack of lack of.
There we go. Yeah, I thought you were saying lack of. Okay, so yeah, so it'd be lack of.
Yeah.
Okay, lack of what? Lack of what?
Affection.
Lack of affection. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to Tata.
Hi.
Hi, Tata. And so, same question for you. Why do you think things go wrong with some parents?
I think that a big mistake about parenting is about the parents don't teach to their children about how get the things with a job.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yeah. So
the responsible.
okay, to be responsible.
To be responsible.
Okay. All right. So what that is called okay, we call that a work ethic. Okay, so they're not teaching their children, okay, a proper work ethic, meaning that you need to go and find a job and buy something yourself.
Yes, because actually, I can see that the persons want to get the things with a easy way.
Okay.
Okay, and a fast way, don't with a hard work.
Okay. All right. Very good. So a couple things here. First up, when we use the verb teach, we do not need to say to somebody. Okay. So we don't need to say they don't teach to their children. Okay. It would just be they don't teach their children. Okay. So we don't need the word to right after the word teach. Okay.
When I need to use this article, I don't know when I have a.
It depends on the situation. It depends on the word that's after it. But with teach, typically after teach, you do not need the preposition to. Okay. When you have two verbs in a row. Okay, one is not a helping verb or anything like that. Typically, the second verb is going to be in its infinitive form. Okay, not all the time. Okay, sometimes it's going to be in its gerund form, adding the ing. Okay, but that just takes practice and learning which words do what. Okay, but yes, we do not say teach to. Okay, we say teach and then the person. Okay, or their children. I'm going to teach you about the word teach. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm going to teach to you about the word teach. I do not need to say to.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, understand.
Now the other thing, the word actually. The word actually in English is different than in Spanish. Okay, in Spanish it means today.
Okay.
Okay, in English. Okay, we use it as when we are correcting a fact or when we're adding information. We say, well, actually, I think, okay, something like that. So when you use the word actually, what you need to say is today, okay, or nowadays. Okay.
Currently.
You can say currently as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can say currently, today, nowadays. Okay, so nowadays parents aren't teaching their kids this. Okay, so we don't use actually the same way that you would use it in Spanish, right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Chef.
No problem. Very good. Let's go to Heidi. All right, Heidi. Let's switch up the question. We are going to go to question number 8. Even though this starts off with the word do and it's a yes or no, we're going to add just a little bit more. Okay. So Heidi, do you think parenting has changed throughout the ages? Tell me why you think it has or why you think it hasn't.
Yes, maybe it changed a lot. When they are very young, children, they followed to their parents' opinion.
Okay, they followed their parents' opinion. So we don't need to say followed to, but just followed their parents' opinion. Mm-hmm.
Again.
Again. Okay. All right. So earlier in this century or years ago, children would follow their parents' opinion, or they would do what their parents said. Okay. Yeah. How are things different now?
Parents are quite strong at that time. Mm-hmm. The children respected children, not even the teachers.
Okay.
But nowadays they have a lot of information from a computer or a cell phone. So they get a lot of information. Then their opinion is much changed compared to older age past.
Okay. All right, good, good. So instead of saying their opinion much change, okay,
Mhm.
their opinion has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, their
Sometimes
opinion has changed a lot.
children think they are more intelligent than a parent. So
Okay. Yeah,
they
in
can't
some cases, yes.
they can't accept the parent's opinion sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, because they literally, so teenagers oftentimes believe that they're smarter than their parents, but nowadays sometimes they literally are smarter. Okay, based on what they know, things that they've been able to do. All right, that's a pretty good point. Okay. Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
All right. Now, how about let's see here, Francisco. Francisco, what do you think? How do you think? Or sorry, the question is: do you think parenting has changed throughout the ages? Okay. Tell me why or why not.
Yeah, I think one of the things that has changed a lot in parenting is the time that parents spend with their children. I mean, nowadays, for example, there are a lot of children that are raised by different persons. For example, I don't know,
Different people.
different people. Sorry, yeah, like the nanny or the housekeeper or even the television. I mean,
Sure.
so I think there is one of the things that has changed a lot, and it's because nowadays parents are working all day. So
Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting point. An interesting point. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Let's see if we can get one more opinion about how parenting has changed. Fernanda, what do you think? Do you think parenting has changed throughout the ages? Okay.
Yes.
Tell me why or why not.
Okay. Yes. I do because the childhood of children, of the different age,
Ages.
ages, has changed.
Has changed. Has changed.
Has changed by I don't know, by the way by the way for playing, the way of thing, but the way I don't know. So there are many points that influence in that.
There are many points that have influenced. Okay.
In that. Okay.
That have influenced that. Okay. Okay. Referring to the change. Okay. I think you're right. Yeah. So children play differently. They think differently. Okay. And that has had to cause parents to change the way that they parent. Right. And I think all those three answers are very, very valid. Right. Okay, great job, you guys. Cool. All right, let's switch our question, and we are going to go to Christian. Okay, and Christian, number 9 here. Okay, so think of the things that your parents did bad. Okay, or maybe not bad, or it may have been bad. I don't know. I know there are some things that my parents did that I am not doing now with my children. Okay, so what do you do differently, or what will you do differently if you don't have children yet? Okay, from your parents.
Yeah, well, this is a tough question because I don't want to have children.
Oh, okay.
But if someday I have one, or more than one, I will encourage them to go to art class. Maybe music classes or painting classes, something like that, to encourage them to do something creative.
Okay, to be a little bit more creative. Now, was that something that your parents didn't try and have you guys do when you were younger?
No, they didn't try something like that.
Okay, and why do you think that adding those creative activities would benefit your children, if you decide to have them?
Well, because it, I think it's better that they have something to do with their free time, just not watching TV or being in the house doing nothing.
Okay. All right. Now, instead of saying just not watching, okay, TV or something like that, I'd rather have them have something to do instead of. Okay. So those are the words we want to use. Instead of just watching TV or playing video games or staying inside all day.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Okay, good, good. All right, thank you, Christian. How about Amparo? What do you think? What would you do differently from your parents? Hello, Amparo? Uh-oh, can't hear you. Okay, let's go to Wilson. All right, Wilson, what do you think here? What would you do differently from your parents?
I think that I would dedicate more time with my children. I would spend.
I would instead of good. I would.
I would share more time with them. For instance, helping them with their activity, the school activities, homework, also with the sport activities. Because I remember when I was young, my parents didn't share sport activities with me. I would like to do that.
Sure, yeah, that'd be great. I remember with me, my dad always liked to go out and throw a baseball with me. All right, and so I played I would spend afternoons throwing a ball. Simplest thing in the whole world, throwing a ball back and forth. Right? Yeah, but it was stupid fun that kids love, right? So just sharing time together and having a good time. So yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. All right, thank you, Wilson.
Okay.
All right, very good. So let's go to question number 10 here. All right, so now this question is referring to help. All right, so getting help. So as a new parent, okay, where would you seek help from? Okay, would you buy a parenting book or get a parenting video? If not, if you wouldn't do one of those two things, okay, where would you go for help? Because parenting is tough, right? Tata, question. This question is for you.
Okay, I will buy a parenting book about how could the parents develop a vocational activities.
Okay.
That the children can apply in the future.
There you go. Okay. Now let's take a look at the structure of your sentence there. Okay. Instead of saying about how could the parents, okay, we want to switch the position of the parents and could. Okay. About how the parents could develop.
Vocational activities.
Good. Okay. Now, the reason why I think sometimes you guys need to understand that you're not asking a question, even though we're starting off the statement with the word how, okay, or the word what, or the word when. Okay, so even though we start off a sentence with the word how, that does not mean that we're asking a question, because right now she's not asking a question. So we do not need to invert the subject and the verb. Okay, if I were asking a question,
I can use this word in a sentence, not just in a question.
Yeah, and that's what you did. And so that's why I corrected you, because you can't say I'd like to get a book about how could parents. Okay, we're not asking a question. You're making a statement. This is what the book should be about. Okay, the book should be about how parents, okay, could create a vocational, okay, this, that, or the other. Okay,
yes.
You're not asking a question to anybody, so you should not invert the subject and the verb.
Okay.
All right.
I understood.
So pay attention to what you're saying, because in this instance you're actually not asking a question, so you do not need to do that, even though your sentence is starting off with how.
It's about the order of the words in the sentence. Yes. If I if this sentence don't. I confused.
No, it's about the meaning.
In a question, the order will be different. Yes. How could the parents is the order of a question.
Exactly. But here, so it doesn't have to do with the other words. It has to do with the meaning of your words.
Okay. How the parents could help to help their children develop a vocational, I don't know, activities.
Okay.
Something
All
like
right.
that.
So yeah. So vocational activities. So we wouldn't need the article a there because activities is plural. So how you can help the children. Okay. Take off the s on children. Okay. Children create vocational activities. Okay. That's good. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Tata.
Okay.
All right, very nice. How about Heidi? Heidi, how about you? Okay, would you buy a parenting book or a parenting video? If not, where would you seek advice from in parenting?
Maybe I would buy while I was pregnant. Only to how to change diapers and how to give some milk or something. Only that.
So how to, did you say how to change the diaper?
Diapers.
Okay, how to change the diaper, how to,
milk.
Okay, so how to breastfeed and all those things that are new, right?
Yeah, that's right. But now we need to change the food from the milk like that.
Okay, all right, yeah. So all of those special little tips.
Yeah, but I don't need to have some educational books because depending on the children, the characteristic is much different. The parenting books is only opinion of writer's opinion. So.
Okay.
I have another opinion that even depending on the children, it's different.
Okay, so good. So yeah, when you're talking about the parenting books, you could say parenting books. You could say only have the opinion of the writer or the author, or only contain the opinion of the author. Okay, so we need to use a verb like that, stating, connecting the opinion and where it's at. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Heidi. All right. Very nice. Let's go to Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay. And Francisco, we're gonna come down here. All right. And let's see here. Okay. All right. This question for you, number 2. So, how long do you believe parenting lasts or should last?
Oh my God. I don't know. I think parenting that's whole life because even when we are older, we still continue like asking for some help to our parents and things
From
like that.
asking for help from our parents instead of to our parents, from our
From
parents. Uh-huh.
from our parents. So I don't know. I really don't know when the parenting finish or so
Okay, so it should it usually goes on most of life, though our dependence, right? Our dependence on our parents it reduces itself over time, right?
yeah.
So yeah, when we're kids, we depend on our parents for food and stuff like that. But as we get older, it's more of help like questions, counseling.
Yeah, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're pretty much right. It doesn't ever really stop. Okay. But when do you think children should leave the home?
At least when they are able to, to get a job and, uh, to live by their own means.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. To live on their own means. Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to Fernanda. And we are going to switch the question here. And let's go to this one here. Okay, so number 4. Okay. So talking about school, right? So Fernanda, do you think that that children should learn parenting skills at school? Because nowadays, sometimes people are having children. So we have two things that are happening. Some people wait a very long time to have children, or some people have children really early. Okay, so we have these two different lives that are going on, right? And so the question is, should parenting skills be taught at school, maybe for those that decide to have children really early? What do you think, Fernanda?
Oosh. I think it is is a hard question because in my opinion get a baby
Have a baby?
Yes, have a baby too early.
Uh-huh.
It's really complicated because you don't you don't you don't know what's the what is the best way for parenting. And so you so neither do you 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 are not preparing.
Prepared? You are not prepared?
You are not prepared for that. So the money is the point most complicated for me. I don't know. There are different thoughts about it, but I don't know. It is my thought.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. So one phrase you said is, "The money is the point most complicated." Okay. So we want to take our adjectives and we want to put them someplace else. Okay. So we want to say, "The money is the most complicated point."
Okay. The money is the point most complicated.
Nope. Is the most complicated point. So we want to switch. Okay, so here let me write in what the correction would be. Okay.
Okay.
So correction. Okay, so the money is the most complicated point, like that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So maybe not parenting skills, but maybe teaching, helping them be able to make money to be able to sustain themselves. Okay, it might be a better option. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. Let's see here. Okay. How about you, Christian? What do you think? Should parenting skills be taught at school to children?
Yeah, I thought so. Maybe like
I think so. Instead of I thought so, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe as an extracurricular subject.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only because it can help the people that is having children, the people that are having children really young, but also because the young people could understand their parents. Maybe the teenagers could understand the parents and what they're trying to do.
They could understand. So try that word one more time. So they would be able to understand their parents better, is what you're saying, right? If they learn some of the parenting skills and what parents have to go through. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. It's a good reason to have parenting skills taught at school. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Christian. All right, and let's see. Let's go to Amparo. Amparo, is your microphone working okay?
I think so.
Okay, good. Now I can hear you.
Good. Okay.
All right, very good. So let's skip to number 5 here. Amparo, what makes a good parent?
Well, I think what made you a good parent is that you have the support for your children in every situation, and that you have to teach them how to be in your life. They have to teach their ethic and moral values, and that is enough. But that they be a successful parents, being successful parents, because you are going to be reflected all the job that you did with your children when they are professional. If you teach them good values, well, they are not going to disappoint you.
Okay. All right. Very good. So here, make sure that we're adding our articles. So when they are a professional instead of when they are professional. When they are a professional. Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. Okay. Great answer. Thank you. Let's see here. How about Wilson? Wilson, what do you think? What makes a good parent? What sort of attributes would they need?
Okay. First of all, I think that there isn't a good parent. I mean, it's quite difficult to be a good parent, but I think the most important thing is to teach the values, to teach them the principles. Rather than give them some money, because I mean, some parents think that if they provide or they give all the money that the children needs, they are accomplished or
they are accomplishing.
They are achieving all the achieving the
okay, pause 1 second. They are achieving. If you say achievement, that would be the noun. So they are achieving. If they give them money, they are achieving.
Yeah, thank you. They're achieving their responsibilities, but I think there is more important things than the money. For instance, the values, the legacy, the education.
Okay. All right. Pretty good. Okay. Thank you for your answer, Wilson. All right, very good. Let's see here. Let's do one more on this this question here. So, Tata, what do you think? What makes a good parent?
Okay. Okay, I think that makes a good parent the responsibility that the person have with their children, and the values that the person teach every moment in the daughter and son life.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, so let's talk about the word person. Okay, a person is going to be third person. All right, so the values that a person has. Okay, something that a person teaches. Okay, so instead of saying teach and have, person is going to be third person singular. Okay, does that make sense, Tata?
Okay.
Okay, so yes, when you're using person, make sure that you're conjugating the verb to the correct form. Okay, so it's going to be third person singular.
The correct form is have.
Has.
Okay, has.
Okay, so that would be third person singular. So it's going to be the third one down. So we say, I have, you have, the person has.
Mm-hmm. She has, he has.
Exactly. So I teach, you teach, the person teaches. He teaches, she teaches, it teaches. Okay, so this is a person. The person teaches. Okay, so we wouldn't put that into second or third person plural. Okay.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you. Great. Let's go to Heidi. Okay, Heidi. Let's see here. Let's move to question number 6. Question number 6: Are parenting skills different for women and men? And what do you think, Heidi? Is this true or untrue? And tell me why.
When I look
I
look at my sister's family.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband is German. He takes care of their kids very well.
Mm-hmm.
So compared to, if I think about Japanese parents, it's much different. But I look at the foreigners' parents. The skills may be the same. Japanese case, almost case, mothers stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
They always discipline their kids and always scold their kids. So only small things every day. But some big things happened. For example, their own child cheated someone or stole something in the shop.
Okay. Yeah, they shoplift something, yeah, or steal, yeah. Ooh.
In that case, the father scored their kid is more effective compared to the mothers.
Okay, so that's when the father would get involved. So with the bigger things.
Yeah.
Right, and so that would be the differences in the parenting in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Only Japanese kids.
Okay, all right, but with your sister married a German. Okay,
yeah.
and he's a little bit more involved in the lives of the children. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
All right, let's see here. Let's go to Francisco. Francisco, what do you think? Are parenting skills different for women and men? If so, how?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this doesn't happen in all cases, but I think in most of the cases, women tend to be like more condescendent with their children.
Condescending is when you talk down to someone, when you make someone feel worse than they need to be. So I don't know if that's the right word.
No, then like soften or softer.
Okay, so compassionate. I think you were looking for
Com-
compassionate.
Okay, yeah, that's the word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they tend to be like more compassionate.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And men are like the authority of the home at home. So, but it's not always the same. I mean, in some other cases, could be the opposite. And maybe women are the ones that give like advice to their kids and things like that. And yeah, and I mean the father are like they are like the authority, the one who gives the I don't know, or who say how things have to be done or things like that. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes that's the case, and I like how you say sometimes it's not. Well, in my case with my parents, it wasn't. It was the exact opposite.
Yeah,
the exact opposite.
Because maybe I'm talking from my own experience. So
Sure.
I mean in my case, my dad was the authority, and my mom was like the always the comprehensive person and all that stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, and so you always look at parenting from your own point of view, how things have affected you, and that's okay. Right? That's okay, because I would take a look at things, but in my family now, I'm more of the authority figure, and my wife is it's more of the way that you lived. And so even though my parents were that way, I chose a different path. You know what I'm saying? So okay, cool. Thank you for sharing, Francisco. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Let's do one more with skills here. So, Fernanda, what do you think? Are parenting skills different for women and men?
Yes, there are different skills for women and men. So, for example, I think it depends on the culture. So, for example, here in Colombia, there are many different. So the sexy talk. So I think this is a negative point that influence in that. So however, without that, yes, there are different skills for parenting. So,
Okay. All right, very good. Okay, you guys. Well, I only have about a minute between this class and my next class, which is right after this. So I need to sign off and run over to my next class. But very good job, you guys. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed being able to speak and receiving feedback. You guys are doing very well. It was great meeting some new people as well. And yeah, right after this, we have a reading class. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye.